Piccolo or grind mode?
I love both of them. Bro, you saying Piccolo the group or Deathlock Piccolo?
Let's say the group. Let's go to the group.
We're gonna take a shot.
Okay then. Well, put some respect on our fucking name. Man, check it out, man. I had posted a video with my story, right? It got me to thinking. This video on Drink Champs with the great, the demigod JT Money had got thrown a question by DJ EFN about Poison Clan or Crime Mode. And it just got me so excited all over again, bro. Little things, it be the little things get me fired up. I'm talking about fired up. I'm like, there was a point in time, first off, there was a point in time that we weren't even acknowledged. We was at the open mics, we was at the showcases, we was at the record pool meetings, TJs, DJs. We was all over the place trying to get a name. So to be on big platforms and people like bring it up, like, you know what I'm saying, about a comparison, man, I'm honored. And all I was trying to say was like, basically, because what helped me dig a little bit deeper into the next level underneath was the fact that, you know, the homies say things and they bring up, listen, I can't compete with nobody because I'm too busy competing with myself. And then on top of that, I was raised to respect those greats before me. Like, I want people to always understand, like, even when I looked at that, I looked at that the same way Mike Tyson tried. Like, Arsenio Hall tried to compare Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali when they were sitting on that couch while Sugar Ray Leonard was. I never forget that. Because that's, if you look at all my interviews and all my careers, I always give these guys acknowledgement and I always lift them up higher than I would ever be lifted, because I'm always, you know, like, bragging about my city, my state, my comrades, my peers, man. I love these guys, man. Even on Thanksgiving, I'm sitting here saying, man, I'm so thankful to have rocked out so many shows with the greatest from Two Live Crew. You know, even though we done lost some of them, I'm talking about the Poison Clans, all these Two Live Crews, the Pretty Rickies, all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Piccolos, bro, like if it wasn't for them, there is no grind mode, because without me, there's no grind mode. And without all those components and all those puzzle pieces, musically and entertainment-wise, like, dog, there is no me, bro. And I try to tell my little brother and them and my family members, because they get into them hot debates like, oh, but Chaos rap like this, and my cousin, he did. I hear you, bro. But if you look at all my interviews, man, I love these guys, man. Even the guys that came after us, the Icebergs, the Mike Smith, those guys who's younger than me, man, I love these guys, bro. All the way down to the new ones, the Kawaps and all that. Like, listen, bro, if it ain't for them, this is how we keep each other alive. And then I'm telling you, I'm one of them. I always been one of the younger guys that learned from my OGs, my uncles, my grandparents, and all them. Where it's like, you always respect what came before you, bro. Like, I love my house, I love my home, I love the air conditioning. But without that cornerstone, without that foundation, without them laying that cement foundation, dog, we still gotta acknowledge that too. That's like when you see me around my family, like every time there's a holiday, I still gotta acknowledge the greats, man. If it ain't for my great grandma, man, I don't have none of this. None of this. This land that I got, this house that I got, this family I got, without them making the sacrifices, there ain't none of this. So, man, I just want to take a moment, not to babble y'all or kill y'all to death, but just say, man, we gotta get that back to just loving, like on some OG tip. Jigavelli be talking like that too. You know what I'm saying? All us in the village just like supporting each other. And that's what us OGs got to get back to. We gotta show these guys, dog, stop competing with each other, bro. I ain't competing with none of you guys. Every time I go in that studio, I don't care if it's Bird, Ball, Greasy, whoever, I'm not competing with Ball, Greasy. I'm competing with me, bro, because I know with that stage, when I touch that stage and I look at them fans, I'm trying to get them something more than what I gave them last time, whether I'm on the stage, whether I'm in the studio, man, because I love these guys so much. I know what it's like to be watching Ball Greasy when we was at the open mic and he had these little dreads, and nobody really saw him as great, but I knew the Ball Greasy I see right now and the Ball Greasy he about to be, in front of y'all, and I just see him all over the globe. Like Iceberg, he taking a different path, but I know what he about to do. The Mike Smith, bro, like we got some great artists coming from this city, bro, and this state, bro. The Hot Boys, and you know, I don't want to get into the names, but it's like, bro, we got some hot artists coming from Florida. But dog, if we unified, that's all Ball Greasy trying to do. Like, you see us, Grind Mode and Ball Greasy doing so much together, bro, because we tired of that. We got a point we trying to prove. You know what I'm saying? So that Drink Champs, man, shout out to DJ EFN, shout out to JT Money, man. And he didn't even keep it political. He really showed you like, bro, I love both of these guys. And it's mutual. When I get around JT Money, I go back to being a little boy, bro. I love the fire that he gives and the inspiration and the motivation I get from him because I know he one of us. Like, the animalizer and the bitchizer, man, the animalizer came from, every time I get around him, I make sure I give him his flowers. Every time I'm around Ball Greasy, I go back in fan mode. We came from open mics together, bro. Like, what is we competing for? I ain't competing with no Trick Daddy. Man, he's so far on Mount Rushmore, the Rosses, the Flow Riders, the Pitbulls. Bro, I watched these guys come up, and I came up behind them just watching them putting plays in my playbook. Bro, I never look at Piccolo as like no competition, bro. Do you understand? Every time I'm trying to be like them, I'm trying to make him happy. Bro, I'm trying to make Vito happy, bro. Him and the beyond. I'm trying to make Vito happy. I'm trying to make Deslot be like, yeah, I see what you did. Because we do that, like, it's sportsmanlike. You know what I mean? It's good sportsmanship. Like when these guys see me come off stage and they see a little bit of, because guess what? Watch this. Watch this. It shows my grandmother was alive last year. Today, last year, 360-something days, 50-something days ago. She not alive right now. But guess what? Guess what she told me to get me closing? I know you good, so I'm good. So I'm going to do what I got to do when I leave here. Private conversations we had before she left her. She said, I feel safe. And that's all I want. One day I'm going to leave here, or they going to leave here, and I want to know that musically, after 50 years of hip-hop and all that with music in Miami, in Florida, that we leaving it in safe hands. Same thing with them guys. Vito no shake. We ain't know he was gonna leave here when he left it. But guess what? He left it safe. He still got YD. He still got a bunch of artists. I can go through 1 million artists that's from the crib, bro. But dog, they left it in a safe space, bro. They left it in a safe space, bro. Deslock, I ain't competing with no Deslock, boy. I'm trying to be like him, yeah? Like, bro, I'm still trying to, dog, I ain't get a chance to be around the Tupacs. I ain't get a chance to be around some of the greats that I want to be around because they gone. I never got to be in the studio with Aaliyah. I never cut a track with Nipsey. So while I'm here, I got Trick, I got Ray. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some of the greatest, bruh. You think I ain't finna take advantage of all the time I spend with like an Iceberg or a Ball Greasy? You out your mind, boy. They know who I am. I know who they is. And I'm trying to be greater so they can brag. Like, they can brag on the homie. And because I brag about them. I've never competed with nobody from my city. Go back and watch my interviews. You never seen me had no caddy. I ain't messy. Boy, that's too feminine, boy. I'm too solid, boy. I was raised by men and gladiators and warriors, boy. That's what I'm cut from, bruh. The OGs cut me right. So while they gone in the afterlife or in prison or whatever, that's what I leave for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, on this Thanksgiving, I want to say thank you to all y'all, man. But y'all were thankful for that, bro. Like, even though that was a little while ago, that JT Money and EFN, I love how he did it because he did it with class. He did it with, he's our big brother. Like, bro, I be trying not to cry sometimes talking about these guys because I'm glad I followed the right ones. There's some guys that they didn't follow the right ones. I followed the right ones, bro. And JT Money, I always tell him that, man. I try to hug him like he my father, boy. Because he was a father to me. Hunger, who in my group, man, that's a Haitian boy who from Haiti who learned how to talk English by listening to Poison Clan on a cassette. Think about that, bro. Think about how far it go, bro. My homeboy is Haitian, bro, and some of them listen to JT Money and learned about Miami before they even touched Miami streets. From JT Money, bro. This before Trick, this before all these guys. And I ain't putting nobody on no type of, in a type of order, a top 5, I don't care about none of that. As long as we all winning, bro. I love rocking out with, I just was in Orlando rocking out with these boys for Classic. And I turned into a little boy when I watched JT Money on stage. I'm like, dog, you know how close I wanted to be around JT Money and the Lukes and the Trick Daddies? And dog, I could pick up my phone and call these guys, man, that feel good. And I try to have that same access with the younger guys. I don't care if it's the choo-choos or the ganks and all that. Listen, man, 31Ks, all these guys, man, I love these guys. Because I'm sitting there watching them, and I'm a fan, bro. I like when I could be a fan of anybody anyway. Because all us got a little bit of egos. The egos, they're on different levels. But gee, man, if y'all put some of that aside and watch what we about to do in 2025, we finna terrorize the whole music industry, dog, because we gotta stay united. You know what I'm saying? We got to, man. So shout out to everybody on this holiday. This all I want to say, man. It was on my heart because it came up recently about that post. And, you know, I try not to speak on these guys. I don't try to compare to nobody, man. I'm a little bit of all these guys. It ain't no Disco Rick or Two Live Crew and all the greats, bro. If it wasn't for what Po Boy did, like, they elevated my promo game, my street game. These guys, street gorillas. Strong arm, what? Slip and slide, what? Marketing, I learned all that from them. The big mouth promotions, big teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, all of them, man, Icons, music group, like all these guys, man, I got a little bit from everybody play. Everybody play. I'm talking about big ballers. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, it's so much that Miami gave each other, but we have to build it in the new year. And that's all I want from you guys. I just thought I'd chop it up with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we get on our little family tip, man. I love y'all. Be thankful for what we got right now, man. We lost a lot, man. Rest in peace, Jill Tracy. Rest in peace to everybody that we done lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us need to either have a sit down or figure out what we gonna build to get it, though. Let's go, man.